talk a little bit about something, because it's something that young people don't notice, and I'll explain why. Because uh, if you're on a train ride, let's use a symbolic. If you're on a train ride that's going up, going in a circle, right, and the ride is what, 1,000 miles, in, and you're along, and everything looks fresh. Out farmers' trucks, and it's all cool, nothing wrong here. But then, when you've been on this train ride for a long, long time, let's say many years, all of a sudden you say, deja vu, I've seen this before. Oh. And you're talking to somebody next to you, I've seen this before, I'm pretty sure I've seen that before. And the guy sat next to, or lady, whatever, I haven't seen it now. How long have you been on the train? Oh, I've just got on at the last stop. Oh, right, okay. Well, you what? Yeah, you haven't been on it very long then. So, you wonder what I'm talking about, you'll get it in a minute. So, you're on this is a life, right? This is your life, right? This circle. The circle of life, you call it, whatever. But you can talk to people who are adjacent to you who might not have been on this train ride very long. And you'll notice things. I've seen that before. Hang on a minute, last time, but something's changed. Last time they told us that was bad, and now they're saying it's good. That's not right. So they're doing a switcheroo on us now. So we're all obeying the rules for this particular law, and now it's against the law. So to use an example, back in the 50s and 60s, well, even before that, actually, back in the 40s, 30s, 20s, 1920s, it was okay, it was cool to smoke cigarettes. Oh, they were pushing it really hard on everyone. Oh, you want to smoke cigarettes? It's fashionable. It's cool. It's elegant and all this shit, right? So everybody started to take it up, and they thought, oh yeah, I want to be in the what's the word? The normality. I want to be normal. I want to fit in. And then everybody was bombarded with commercials, radio commercials, TV commercials. We're all hit from all angles. Oh, you've got to do this, you've got to do this, you've got to go out and buy this new brand, you've got to do that. So, this is a classic example, right? Because it's not just that, it's other things as well, obviously. It's to do with buying meat, food. Oh, you got to buy this, it's good for you, it's healthy. Oh, buy this new cheese that's come out, it's really healthy, low fat and everything, it'll do you good. But then you're on this train journey, and it's been totally ingrained in your brain that this cheese is really good, right? Oh, these cigarettes are really good. Even doctors used to smoke, right? And then all of a sudden, you are an alien. Ugh, get away from me. Just don't bring that cigarette stuff. Ugh, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. All of a sudden, there's a switcheroo going on, and everybody that thought it was normal and okay and everything is suddenly an outsider. So people have been, the rules have switched around, and now it's no longer acceptable. It was acceptable before, now it's not. So you get all these different generations that come, like every well, basically it's every 5 or 6 years, isn't it? When you get a new generation coming through the schools, you know, new babies are born and they go through school, the process, and they're educated in one particular way, and that group of children grow up, and they're changed into, they're brainwashed basically in a different way to what you were brainwashed, right? Because that's what it is, brainwashing, right? It doesn't matter what it is, it's political or whatever. It's what is politically accepted, or societal acceptance, whatever you want to call it, right? Can't think of all the words right now, but so we are constantly going through this process where one year it's accepted and the next year it's shunned. It's shunned against. You know, it's what's the word? It's a stigma. So constantly, people are being divided by opinions. So people grow up and thinking, what's wrong with the world? You know, why can't people just get along? Why can't people just be agreeable? It's because they've been programmed not to be agreeable. That's the right from the very beginning. They have been programmed to have a rigid thought or opinion on something. And there's another saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, right? And all of a sudden you've got people against each other all of a sudden, because there's nothing consistent. There is no consistency. There's no continuity. There's no, it's always switching and switching and switching. And then you get, and there's no wonder we've got this freaking thing about far left, far right and all this, because it's all because of that. Because some people are being educated with one view on politics and other people have been, I don't want to talk about politics, I really don't, but this, you can't really avoid it because this is where it comes from. It's all to do with people's past experiences. Oh, it used to be great. Labour Party used to be great. You know, they were working for the working men's. They were supporting the working men, the working class, but not anymore. And that's what people took a while to figure out. It's taking people years to figure it out that, yeah, oh, they're not what they used to be. Oh, these apples don't taste like they used to do. Oh, this is not even a real apple. You know, there's food as well. It's changed. We used to go to the supermarket. We used to, well, back to the old days, you used to go to the shop and everything you bought off the shelf was fresh food. It was all fresh and it was all processed in such, well, it wasn't really processed. It was, they would can food. They would can goods and food, beans and whatever, food. And they would process it in such a way that it wasn't artificial, it wasn't full of chemicals. But now, years and years later on, we just take it for granted. We just think it's natural, but it's not anymore. It's over the years it's been changed. Oh, we've improved it, new flavour. It's much more improved than it used to be. No, it's not. It's worse because it's not natural anymore. It's been changed, and things happen slowly, very slowly, and you don't notice them until you bump into somebody who has either a different opinion and they've been taught something different to what you've been taught, or to do with food, this doesn't taste like it used to do. When I was younger, this used to taste really nice. It tastes like shit now. What have they done to it? I've noticed that all the time. Things just don't taste like they used to do. And it's not just me that's noticed this. There's a lot of people out there who've noticed things have changed. But you have to be on the train a long time, right? You have to have been around that loop several times to realise this, I'm going around in circles here, and now that's not what it used to be. Everything is the same except for that, and I've gone around 3 times on this freaking loop now, and each time I come back around it, they've changed something. They've moved the goalpost. And now I'm bad. I was good before, and now I'm bad. That's what I'm talking about. You know, how things in society have been flipped on the head. People were once respected of each other. They were respectable of each other. They had courtesy. They would hold the door open for you. The men would tip their hats. The ladies would courtesy. Everybody was really in a good place. It was a good place to be. It might have been old-fashioned. There was other sides to it, though. There was a lot of discrimination against gay and all that stuff. I mean, the word gay actually used to refer to being happy, believe it or not. Back in the 1920s, when somebody said, oh, he's very gay, that meant you're very happy. Now it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean you're happy and jolly. It means something completely different. That's what I'm on about. Everything that used to mean something now means something else, right? So the young people that come along and you say, oh, he's very gay. Well, you're on about he's not gay. I'm talking about he's happy, you know? Don't you know what gay means? And people say, oh, no, I never heard that before. I thought it meant you were queer or something. No, no, the original word for gay was happy and jolly and cheerful, you know. And, really? You know, you get this kind of reaction from the younger people. I never knew that. Yeah, go and look at your history. Oh, God. So it's like we're being manipulated all the time, and there's always a conflict there because these people, it's not their fault. It's not their fault. Because they were taught something else. They were taught the meaning of certain things meant something different to those people now than what it meant to people that were born like 50 years ago. So then you think, oh, there's no wonder the world's in such a freaking mess. Nothing means like what it used to mean. My kind of fruit, that used to be wholesome and it used to be pure, and now it's got E numbers in it. What? E629, E. What the hell's all these E numbers coming from? What are they hiding? And sometimes you're on a bus and you just say something out loud that's quite casual, and you don't think in a million years that it's going to offend anyone. And next thing you know, oh, he just said that. He's just gone. He insulted me. He hurt my feelings. What? What have I done? This is the problem. We have a situation where everybody has been manipulated into accidentally offending other people, and they don't even know they're doing it because they're not really offending anyone. It's just that everyone's been programmed to react in a different way. Some people say, oh, if they say that to you, that's bad. Is it? It never used to be bad. Why is it bad now? Yeah, you see, this is what's going on in the world right now. This is why there's such a lot of chaos going on, because we have not had a consistent education through all the generations. It's been changed over time, and now I've got this mode, this personal feeling that if somebody offends you, you need to let it go, right? But there is no excuse for rudeness. There is absolutely no excuse for rudeness when people say cruel things like, go away, stay away from me, and you've only just met them. What? I just met you. When they shun you or push you away, oh, I don't want to talk to you. I've only just met you. Why? What have I done? when you get that situation, that is just not called for. That is rude, disrespectful. It's like you'd be judged, juried and executed for no reason. But there's a few people like that around. So it's no wonder really that we have this situation at the moment where we have people entering our country who think it's a Christmas party. Oh my God, it's a free-for-all. Because it's not their fault. I'm not about the illegal migrants coming on the boats. They've been told, oh, come to England, welcome, you come to England. You can have free food, free phones. It's not their fault. They're just innocent tools. They've been used, they've been played. And they come here, okay, I'm against the fact that they're hurting kids, right? Raping kids and all that. That's bad. But they've been brainwashed into thinking it's normal. I just don't understand it. I mean, I do understand it to a certain extent. Now, they've come from a situation where they've been programmed to believe that this country fits their wildest dreams, when it does not. It's, how can I use an analogy? Okay, so if somebody comes up to you in the street and you're saying, well, my car broke down, I need to get the engine fixed. And then somebody comes up to them and lies to them and says, oh, there's this guy just down the road, he fixes cars and he does it all for free. But there's only one catch. You've got to cross that river, you've got to get a boat, cross that river, and you've got to go across to where his shop is. It's actually not across the street, it's actually a bit further than that, but yeah, you'll get there. So this guy said, oh, I can get my car fixed all for free, but how do I get it across the river? Oh, there's a what do you call it? There's a bridge or something. Anyway, so people go on this dream, this fantasy of belief in something because they want to believe in it, and then they get motivated and they think, oh, that dream is just over the horizon, I just got to get there, you know. And they really convince themselves it's all real and everything. But when they get there, they suddenly hit a wall. Oh my God, what's happening why is everybody gathered around me? Why are they putting cuffs on me? What have I done? So these people end up, they all come here with a false impression, false belief. They all come here and think, oh, it's Christmas. No. But they don't realise that the ship, our country, the ship is sinking because it can't take the weight, it can't take all of this, you know. We are sinking, and now they're starting to realise what's going on, and they're starting to try to backtrack on it and everything else. But you know, it's not just that I'm on about. It's just everything in general. The whole flipping planet is like that. It's like we're being divided against on purpose. People have been divided. Left, right. I've got that right way around. So when you start dividing people like that, all it does is create chaos and confrontation, and somehow that's what they want. Why? Because for years we were told, oh, you've got to be good, you've got to do this, you've got to obey the laws, you've got to do this, no murder, no killing, no drugs, none of that, none of this, just follow the British rules and the British laws and everything else. So everybody said, okay, we'll do that, we just want peace. Only now it seems like the ones who were innocent and the ones who were law-abiding are now the criminals. What? People are protesting about some criminal activity that's going on and they get arrested. Why? Ooh. Yeah, I mean, this is where we're at right now. I'm just trying. It's a mess. It's a freaking mess. So I'm just picking up some. I dropped my Coca-Cola. These leads don't even work properly. You know what I mean? You undo them, and they're still attached to the freaking thing at the bottom because everyone's skimping on renewing stuff. The country's falling apart. You can't even get a bottle top that opens properly anymore. I had to cut it off with my knife. I had to use my little knife to cut the thing because it was driving me nuts. And when you take the lid off, it won't come off properly. So, basically at the moment, everybody's at ends with each other. Until recently. There's all of a sudden there's this thing called common ground. Oh my God! Everyone's got something in common all of a sudden. Oh, the authorities. Oh, that's not good. We don't want them all united against. Oh no, go. Oh my. They're all united again. Good. But so for quite a long time, everyone's divided. Everyone's arguing over stupid little things, and then when one thing affects everybody, that's what brings people back together again. I'm glad for united. I'm glad for unification. A lot of my videos about a lot of my screens you've probably seen it about unity and but as long as we don't allow the digital microchip to create a fake unification and take away our freedom of speech, and the only reason why our freedom of speech is being attacked right now is because of the manipulation which created the situation in the first place that made us everyone argue. So divide and conquer. Divide and conquer is an old term. It's always been used. It's always out there. It divides the people from the police, the authorities. It creates segregation and isolation and ultimately war and disruption and everything else. I've always believed in peace and solving our differences in a means of communication and sensible common sense. But the problem is, some of this stuff is so deep-seated. It's a congruent thing. It's deep-seated in your soul. It's so deep. It's difficult to. You can't shake it off. It's because it's your upbringing. It's old dog, no tricks. You know, you can't. That's the problem. So yeah, I've said my little bit. I just wanted to have a little rant about it because it was the thing about all of this bickering that's going on. The politicians that can't agree on anything. They're always arguing with each other. It's because they're not all on the same page. They're not all on the same page. They've all been reading different pages and now they're arguing. Doesn't mean to say any of these pages are right. There's only one page. And that is reality, and that is what the people say is reality. The people of a country who experience real life every single day, they know the right page. But these politicians who are getting given, oh yeah, read this, what is it? Oh, whatever. Read this. Do that. Oh, right. Okay. So is this official? Yeah, that's official. Are you sure this is accurate? Yes, it's accurate. All right. Okay, we'll do that then. But that's not from the people. That's not from the people. That's from someone else. And they believe it. They think it's real, but it's not real. And then real people come out of the woodworks. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What the hell is he doing? Yeah, I've got a clue. That's because they've been given the wrong information. And then another politician's given a different bloody piece of paper. And then they say, I've seen the statistics, I've got the stats here right in front of me, I can quote them off to you. Right, okay. Well, doesn't correlate with what I've got here. No, I'm sorry, you're wrong. You're wrong. This is why we've got this problem, arguing, because no one's got the same freaking piece of paper in front of them. Anyway, I'm going. See you later. Bye. I'm tired.